CTV News, Vancouver Island Report.
Good evening. Thanks for being here. We begin tonight in Nanaimo, where RCMP are investigating the possibility that women in the harbor city are being drugged in local bars and nightclubs. A VIU student was sexually assaulted late last week. She believes that somebody drugged her in the hours leading up to her attack. And a second woman is now also coming forward. She believes that she was drugged at a local bar several weeks ago and narrowly escaped becoming an assault victim herself. CTV's Chandler Grieve has our story.
There's a new player on the nightclub scene in Nanaimo, and it's an unwelcome addition.
Well, there was an allegation that came forth on November 9th. A female indicated that she may have been sexually assaulted. Very poor memory of the incident, which leads us to believe that possibly the GHB or the date rape drug was being used.
Police are investigating whether someone is visiting bars and clubs in the region and slipping the so-called date rape drug into the drinks of unsuspecting women.
They feel quite nauseous. They have a need to get into public places, and often by doing that they isolate themselves. Then the person who's responsible for putting the drug into their system takes them off, and unfortunately sometimes they're sexually assaulted.
The victim in last week's attack is now recovering, while another local woman wonders if she was also an intended target. Marley McGarvey was out for a night on the town with friends just over a month ago when something went terribly wrong.
Absolutely no recollection of what had happened, starting from like after dinner, no clue.
Marley was found by a fellow downtown restaurant worker in this parking lot at 3 in the morning, passed out, unaware of her surroundings and delirious. Her doctor confirmed the next morning she had been given the date rape drug.
I had someone come up to me and another friend of mine who it turns out that neither one of us knew, and ask if they could have some of my drink, like try what I was drinking, and I just handed over my drink and let them try it.
Amazingly, Marley was found unharmed. She knows just how fortunate she is.
On the ground.
Wow.
People were to check it out.
You are so lucky.
So lucky.
Yeah.
So lucky. Like, anyone could have found me.
Now, Marley didn't want to name the bar she was at before she ended up here, passed out into the wee hours of the morning. She says it didn't matter and could happen at any downtown hangout. And considering the fact a roofie's pill is often crushed up and smaller than this Tylenol pill, you can understand how it can happen to anyone at any place. A few tips that club owners and police gave us to help prevent this from happening is to always be aware of where your drink is and be wary of drinks that are tasting extra bitter. Marley's friends are now rallying behind her. They've organized a fundraising event at Gallery 223 next Friday night. Money raised there will go towards Nanaimo's Haven House Society, but the group hopes the awareness that is raised will make women safer wherever they go. Chandler Grieve, CTV News, Nanaimo.